So here I am, round 2 of the Warzone tournament, on the day of my second public execution, and it's coming at the hands of someone that I never expected to behead me publicly, but here we are. This is a match I never wanted. It's literally the match I have literally never wanted to play. This is my worst nightmare of a round 2 draw. Let's just hope it's not a knockout like the Scully match.
Do you know what happens when I get the free reign to talk and Koho isn't there to actually lead the promo? Bad things. Move on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Multiplex Movie Warzone. We have got a great match for you today. We are here in round 2 of the Summer Series Singles Tournament with the number 3 seed Kaleb Boatman versus the number 19 seed Kaleb Koho. With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Dylan Van Thine. Dylan, thoughts on the match that we are about to see?
Yeah, I think Koho's talking down on himself a lot in that promo, but I think this could be a lot closer than I think he's predicting, so should be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I was going to say, like both of them said, Boatman said basically nothing and just told me to take him off screen. But like Koho said, yeah, this is a match that I don't think either of them are particularly happy to have gotten to be playing today. But we don't care about your happiness. We care about making good content. So with that being said, we will bring in our competitors for round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. It will work the way it always does. You'll get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. If you get the question right, you will get a point. If you get the question wrong, you will not get a point. You will have about 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get all 8 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question, also worth 1 point. Reminder to both competitors, you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we begin?
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
Nope. Your first question will come in the category of crime films. What crime film ends with the main character panicking in his apartment after being told, "We'll be listening to you"? Dylan, how often do you panic in an apartment?
I don't live in an apartment, so not very often.
So
But
how often do you panic at the disco?
Oh, geez, all the time, man.
5, 4, I had to do it. 3, 2,
Not a fan of that band.
1, hands down. We'll go to Koho.
I said Goodfellas.
And Boatman.
The Conversation.
The Conversation is correct. Boatman taking the 1-point lead.
Sense.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of drama. Who plays media mogul Bill Parrish in Meet Joe Black?
You're really not a Panic at the Disco guy?
No, I'm just not. I don't know, a fan of.
I need
punk,
to say, you are
guess,
disappointing everyone currently on screen this night.
I know it's a Kingsman band. I'm sorry.
4, 3.
He's not wrong.
2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's Koho's first repeat.
Yeah. Who plays media mogul Bill Parrish in Meet Joe Black?
What's the category again? Sorry.
Drama.
Okay.
Yes.
Look for any hint I can get.
That narrows it down.
Fair enough.
Brilliant.
In the category of films, who was that one guy in that one movie? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Boatman.
Anthony Hopkins.
And Koho.
Sure, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, I believe, is Joe Black. Anthony Hopkins is the correct answer. Boatman taking the 2-point lead as we get into your third question, the category of animated. The primary events of Flushed Away take place during what major sporting event?
Love the sporting events.
It's great. It doesn't affect my job at all. It's not like I work at a bar in Alberta during the playoffs of hockey right now. And we won round 1, so it's still happening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Koho.
The World Cup Finals.
And Boatman.
I said World Cup.
World Cup Finals, both are acceptable.
Okay.
As we get into your next question.
which comes in the category of comedy. You will find the characters of Lionel Mandrake and Merkin Muffley in which classic comedy?
You know, the World Cup sure is a thing that I don't watch.
Damn.
You know,
You don't play it often at your bar?
At the bar? No, I don't even know if they play it the one time a year that it happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Dr. Strangelove, or I didn't feel like writing the whole title.
And Koho.
I said the Philadelphia Story. What a game on
Dr. Strangelove is correct. We get to your next question in the category of Oscars. Name one of the 2 Oscars that 1980s Melvin and Howard won.
Are you more of a Melvin or a Howard guy?
You know, I can't say I know a Melvin. But the only Howard that comes to mind currently is Howard Stern, so I think I'll go Melvin purely because it's not that. 5.
I thought you were going to go the Big Bang Theory route, so I'm glad you did.
Still not that one. 1. Pens down. We'll go to Koho.
Best original screenplay?
And Boatman.
The other one is Best Supporting Actress.
Both are correct.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of 2010s. What is the specific profession of Terrence Stamp's character in Big Eyes? Big Eyes, of course, everyone's 7th favorite Tim Burton film.
Everyone's 2nd favorite Tim Burton movie that starts with the word big. The man has a niche, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
I said art dealer.
And Koho.
I said art curator.
Both so close, but incorrect. He is an art critic. He's an art critic.
Sure.
So with that, there will be no perfect rounds, but both of them clearly know what the film is at least kind of about. We get to your penultimate question in the category of actors and actresses. Who appears in the films A Room with a View, 2012's Les Miserables, and 1990's Hamlet? No, we all know. The casting of 2012's Les Miserables. Not controversial at all. No one has any problems with it. Everyone's great.
Right.
Should have won all of the Oscars for everything. 5, 4, 3, 2. Russell Crowe bad. 1. Pens down. We go to Koho.
I said Helena Bonham Carter.
And Boatman.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Both correct.
Good job, Nolan, for saying Russell Crowe. All right, your final question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Which iconic rap song was recorded for the 1996 film Dangerous Minds?
Well, that was the thing. Is like I wanted to talk about how bad Russell Crowe is in that movie, but like I couldn't say his name while they had a lot of time, so I waited until I was at 2, and then it was like, now I can say Russell Crowe's bad in this because they don't have enough time to write Russell Crowe.
You said it at the right time.
I mean, we could have used a repeat, theoretically.
4, 3. You know what? 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Boatman.
Gangsta's Paradise.
And Koho.
Gangsta's Paradise.
Both are correct.
Banger.
So at the end of round number 1, I have Boat at 7, Koho at 4. Is that what you have, Dylan?
Yep.
Brilliant.
All right, then we will get into round number 2. Round number 2 is our wheel round. I'm going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. Our wheel has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our competitor in the lead, in this case, Kaleb Bowman, will get to choose whether he would like to spin first or defer, whichever player spins. If they like what they get on their first spin, they can spin again unless they land on opponent's choice, but they will be stuck with whatever they get on their second spin if they choose to spin again. Whatever category they get, they will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece, or they can check down to multiple choice for 1 point. But reminder to both competitors that stealing is available, so your opponent will try to take those points away. Your categories on the wheel today are post-2010 screenplay nominees, pre-2010 Albert Brooks, comedy, action-adventure, 6th Oscars Best Picture nominees, classic director filmography, mystery thriller, and drama. So with that being said, Boatman, don't make me read the categories again. Do you want to?
I'll let Koho go.
Oh,
Oh, you'll let me? I appreciate it.
Koho, your first spin is away. You land on comedy. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. And you land on pre-2010 Albert Brooks.
All right, let's see how this goes.
I will give Koho his questions in the category singular of pre-2010 Albert Brooks as soon as I can find it. Your first question, Koho.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Do Anything opens on the evening of what award ceremony?
The Emmys.
That is correct for 2 points. In My First Mister, what does Jay initially convince Randall to do before he chickens out at the last minute?
Getting a tattoo.
That is correct for 2 points.
Thank you for convincing me to watch that yesterday, but
Out of Sight takes place in what U.S. city?
I feel like I'm right, but I don't want to shoot it in case he'll know it if I'm wrong. I'll go multiple to be safe.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Atlanta, B, Boston, C, Chicago, or D, Detroit.
Very glad I did that. Can you have the options again, please?
Absolutely. Your options once again are A, Atlanta, B, Boston, C, Chicago, or D, Detroit.
Chicago.
That is incorrect. Boatman for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Atlanta, B, Boston, C, Chicago, or D, Detroit?
Atlanta.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Detroit. Detroit is the correct answer.
Okay.
Your fourth question, Koho. Other than Albert Brooks, who appears in both Unfaithfully Yours and Private Benjamin?
Fuck. I need multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Armand Asante, B, Goldie Hawn, C, Eileen Brennan, or D, Harry Dean Stanton.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. And your final question. In the Simpsons movie, what does Ned Flanders give to Bart at Krusty Burger, which earns Bart's admiration of him?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, a yo-yo, B, a skateboard, C, pants, or D, a pig.
It's pants.
That is correct for 1
That's
point.
what it was.
So I have
Okay.
Koho getting himself up to 10, Boatman staying at 7. Is that what you have done? All right, then we'll bring back up the wheel for Boatman's spin. Boatman, your first spin is away. You land on action adventure. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I will spin again.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. You land on the category of drama.
Okay.
Or movies. And Dylan will be giving you your questions.
Your first question in drama. Who directed Paper Moon?
Peter Bogdanovich.
That is correct for 2 points. What political position is the title character running for when he is assassinated in Bulworth?
Gonna shoot for it. Senator.
That is incorrect, Koho, for the 2 point steal.
Congressman.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for president.
Okay. He holds senator. He's running for president. That's what it is.
What 2010s drama is about an elderly woman who partners with an investigative journalist to find the child she gave up for adoption over 50 years prior?
Philomena.
That is correct for 2 points.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
Are movies that are in strengths allowed to show up in non-strength categories?
If you would like to challenge, you can.
I'll challenge that Philomena's in a strength category.
All right, we are back from the challenge. Yes, we cannot ask questions from a strength category in a general category because Philomena falls into Koho's strength. of post-2010 screenplay Oscar nominees. The question should not have been asked, so we will be issuing a replacement question to Boatman. So Dylan, if you want to just continue the category.
All right. And sorry, I just go where I left off, or
Yeah,
do I
just go
start with
from-
the question
just go
you
from there.
replaced? Okay, got it. Who plays music store owner Frank Fisher in Hearts Beat Loud?
Nick Offerman.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Who plays, or sorry, what? I don't know what I was doing there. What disorder causes Trevor's hallucinations and declining health in The Machinist?
Insomnia.
That is correct for 2 points. How does Radio Raheem die in Do the Right Thing?
He's like strangled. It's not like with hands, but it's like he's suffocated. Suffocated.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah.
For 2 points.
I didn't know.
We had choked. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. So at the end of round number 2, I have Boat at 15, Koho at 10. Is that what you have, Dylan?
Yes.
All right, then we will get into round number 3. Round number 3, as always, is our Pick Your Poison round. Our competitors will get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions. The categories they can choose from today are the Coen brothers, Alfred Hitchcock, 2010s, horror, crime, romance, sci-fi, fantasy, and scores and soundtracks. So we will let our competitors pick what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point questions. Boatman has chosen his 1 in 2010s, his 2 in the Coen brothers, his 3 in crime, and his 4 in Hitchcock, whereas Koho has chosen his 1 in crime, his 2 in scores and soundtracks, his 3 in Coen brothers, and his 4 in the 2010s. So we will start with Koho as he is behind, and we will go until either we are out of questions or a player has been mathematically eliminated. Reminder, Koho, you have 2 repeats left. Boatman, you still have all 3. Any questions before we begin? All right, then Dylan, I will have you take Koho's questions.
All right, so Koho, your 1-point question in crime.
Mm-hmm.
Name 2 of the 3 actors who play the titular characters in Horrible Bosses.
And Koho, can we just get your hands up a little bit?
Yeah. Okay. 2 of the 3. Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Spacey.
That is correct for 1 point.
The other was Colin Farrell.
Yep. So your 2-point question in scores and soundtracks. What music film features the songs Falling Slowly, Say It To Me Now, and If You Want Me?
Once.
That is correct for 2 points. So then we will go over to your 3-point question in Cohen's.
Mm-hmm.
In The Man Who Wasn't There, Creighton wants Ed to invest in what technology?
Trying to find the way you want this described.
4, 3.
Read the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. In The Man Who Wasn't There, Creighton wants Ed to invest in what technology?
Dry cleaning.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right, so we will go over to Boatman because Koho is now taking the lead. So Boatman, your 1-point question in the category of the 2010s to tie the game. Who played the title character in Judy?
Renee Zellweger.
Correct for 1 point. We will stick with you for your 2 to take the lead in the category of the Coen brothers. Who plays the prospector in The Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
Tom Waits.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so we will go back to Koho for his 4-point question in 2010s. And if he hits this, he will send it back to Boatman. If he misses, then Boatman will win the match. So your question.
Mm-hmm.
What 2010s film is about a prisoner who participates in a rehabilitation program in which he is tasked with breaking a wild horse?
Son of
5,
a bitch.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your last repeat. What 2010s film is about a prisoner who participates in a rehabilitation program in which he is tasked with breaking a wild horse?
That's the one it's called, right? I think it's that one.
5, 4,
Well, this could be it,
3.
boys. The Rider.
1. And your winner, Kaleb, the little boatman. We were looking for the Mustang.
The Mustang.
The
Damn it.
Mustang was the answer we were looking
Damn
for. So Kaleb Boatman is our winner. We will go into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher, Kaleb Koho. Koho, you had very low expectations going into this match. I think you shattered those low expectations. You kept it close throughout. Just that 4-pointer. You had a very similarly titled movie as your answer. And it was very close. I think Boatman even thought that you had it on that one, but you just couldn't quite pull it out. How are you feeling?
Yeah, that one's a bit of a bummer. At least the 4 anyway. I went, it's Thoroughbreds, Lead on Pete, the Rider, and the Mustang are all like very similar fucking movies that came out within like 2 years. So I was trying to figure out which one it was. No, I eliminated that one. I eliminated that one like right away. But I'm saying those are 4 like horse related things or farm related things. I was one of those. I was just trying to pinpoint which one. Yeah, I don't know if the swapping Cohens from 4 and 3 strategy ended up working. Definitely been a little paranoid about 4s and Cohens recently, so it's like maybe that'll be better. I just picked the wrong one at 4. I played bad in round 1. That was a bad round 1 for me. If I play better in round 1, maybe there's a better shot that I win, but I'm okay with this. I mean, I never expected myself to beat Boat. Boat's one of the best players to ever play this game. And I don't ever expect to beat him. So I just didn't want to get knocked out. I didn't get knocked out. I did good in Albert Brooks. A couple of those I probably should have shot for 2 with my gut. But on the whole, I'll take it. I feel okay. I'll survive. I have a positive record. I'm okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So this does mean you are out of the tournament. So unfortunately, your run, at least for now, is over. Is there anyone you want to face post-tournament?
That's a great question. See, I would love to play Robert Kastner. I'd love to play Jake Meltzer. I'd love to play Anthony Tisdall.
Some of those are reasonable requests.
Yeah, Meltzer would be great. You know what? Another one that I think would be reasonable is Scott Harvey. I'd love to play Scott Harvey one-on-one. I think that'd be a good match. I think we're very evenly ranked players. Would love to play Scott, honestly. I think that'd be fun.
All right. Well, we will say goodbye to Kaleb Koho, and we will bring in tonight's winner, Mr. Kaleb Boatman. Boatman, that was a great match. Albert Brooks was spun, and it wasn't by you.
I didn't get Albert Brooks' question.
You must be dying a little bit inside, but how do you feel overall?
I've been here since show 1, and I still haven't gotten Albert Brooks' question. I mean, some people have gotten them against me before, but I've never gotten them. Actually, that's not even true. I got him against Rithy. What am I saying? Anyway, yeah, look, Koho had a not great round 1. He killed it in Brooks. He did a great job. I'm very happy he did well in Brooks. That just makes my Albert Brooks fan heart happy. So good on that. And yeah, I thought when he said the Rider, I thought, okay, time for the 3. And then because that absolutely. I was between Rider and Lead on Pete. Completely left the Mustang out of my mind. Yeah, Koho played excellent. Actually, can I get my manager in here? He wasn't here during the match. But
against my better judgment, I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
You're great.
The next question I want you before.
Sure. I'll speak also on Boat's performance. Just super quick, just a brief statement. I think he played great. There were moments there where he was getting in his own head and nervous, and all I wanted to do, being on the opposite end, was scream at him to get the fuck out of his own head. As a manager, I had notes that I wanted to give to you. I hate playing you. Let's never do it again. Anyway.
All right, so Boatman, you are moving on to the next round of the tournament. I need you to pretend you're surprised because I know you.
Okay. Yeah.
You will be playing the winner of Tony Durso versus Nazario Montenegro.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness, Home Alone. Thoughts on that match and the competitors you may be facing?
I'd love to play Nazario. Honestly, can I amend my previous statement? Can I play Nazario after the tournament? I would love if we're playing Nazario or Durso. We'll take either. At the end of the day, Durso has been playing great, and it'd be really fun for both members of Double Indemnity to have beaten him.
I think Tony Durso is a really interesting competitor, and I've never played him in any capacity. I don't really, besides just seeing the matches, I don't know too much about him. So I actually think that'd be super interesting. I mean, he's one of the more interesting rookies of last year. So that'd be fascinating. Nazario would just be fun. Like, that's a match where we can both just kind of have fun. I'll finally get to watch Pedro Almodovar, so that'll be cool.
Maybe he'll give us some Disney.
He might.
Well, all right. With that, we will say goodbye to you. We will be seeing you in the next round. Dylan, final thoughts on the match we just watched?
Yeah, it was a really good match. I mean, yeah, I kind of predicted it at the beginning, but I feel like Koho did a lot better than he predicted he would, and that even he was giving himself credit for at the end. But yeah, it'll be interesting seeing who Boatman plays next.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to see where we go in this tournament. But with that, that is the end of today's match. So on behalf of Dylan Van Thine, Kaleb Boatman, Kaleb Koho, and everyone else here at Movie Warzone, I have been Cameron Holzman. Thank you all for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you're watching this match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It's been taken.
Goodbye.